Hey everybody, this is Rebel Builder with a review of the Ewok Village. This is set number 10236 featuring 1,990 pieces. This is one of those sets that you could stare at for hours and not fully take in all of the detail. So much technique, so much creativity, so much heart just went into this set. Look at all the detail of the trees and the leaves, so many different shades of color, so many different textures used, and just creative ways to come up with all of those little details of scenes, little nods to the movie that we saw in Return of the Jedi went into this thing, and it was really a ton of fun to build. The set was designed around 4 main tree trunks. We'll start by looking at the one on the left. At first glance, this looks like just a little hut. We've got some leaves and we've got some tiki torches here, lots of different detail with the leaves of the trees, these cool railings around the front, a rope ladder going up the side, cool little printed mushrooms. But as you come around the back, you notice there's a little handle, and this slides back and forth. And what that does is allow you to stick a minifigure here inside, and then when you pull that trap door, the minifigure slides out. And then as we move to the main structure, you can see this cool rope bridge. And then we go to the next tree trunk, and the cool feature of the 3 trunks on the main structure is they are all on turntables, so they all pivot, so you can adjust the look of it. Some cool stairs going up the side of the tree trunk. Again, a cool railing, but lots of leaves and vines. Another torch on this side. And then as we look at the back, you can see this is kind of their battle planning area. They've got a little drawing of their glider here and some spears, a little hook for a bow and arrow. Down below is a little torch and a room with a bed in it, presumably where Princess Leia is resting. At the base of this tree trunk, you see the little spider crawling up the side, and if you hit this lever here, the spider web comes out the side. And here's the back of the trunk. Just appreciate all of the different shapes, the angles, the slopes, and the different colors they use to create these really organic looking tree trunks. And we move to the little hut in the back. Again, a couple of torches out front and kind of the palm tree branches hanging over the front. A little campfire here on the inside of this one. And then up top is a little catapult here. You can see this moves like this, and then we've got some rocks here for ammunition. And this tree here has a little door. You can open it with this little handle here, and inside is some hidden spears. And here is the 4th main tree trunk of the set. This one features a little room with some food storage, and down here another little campfire and a kettle, a few vegetables there hanging in a bag so they can cook some dinner. This tree trunk features kind of a secret entrance. You can see some stairs here, and this door lifts up. On this side of the inside of the tree features a heart with some initials on it, and this is a little drawing of a scout trooper helmet. If you're recreating scenes from Return of the Jedi, you've got to have a net, and you control the rope by pulling this piece off here, and you can raise and lower your net there. Here in front, you can pull this vine back and forth, and what that does is swings the logs back and forth so you can smash something between them, although it's not quite big enough to fit an ATST in there. Another fire here, and you can see I've got Han Solo on the stick, and you can turn this back and forth. A set of little bongo drums here, and a set of drumsticks and some Imperial Trooper helmets here, so they can play the drums on top of these helmets. You notice that really cool kind of scratched up Stormtrooper helmet. And here are these sticks that the Ewoks use to capture everybody, and you can stick them back here. And here is C-3PO on his throne, and you can see he's on this transparent piece, and what you can do is stick him back here where he sits. There's a little hook, and so you can clip him in and raise and lower to simulate when Luke was using the Force to lift him up. There's some great detail underneath, more mushrooms. Some of those are printed little radar dish pieces, some not, but just a little simulation of the forest floor here. We also get some accessories with this set. We get a really cool speeder bike design here. You also get a functioning catapult. You can see some rocks in the basket on the side here, little handles here, but you just grab hold and flick away like that. We get some great minifigures in the set, 17 in all, starting here with Wicket, a cool little hood and a spear. Next is an Ewok warrior, cool little olive green hood, bow and arrow with this guy. Next is Tebow, again great detail on that hood, the little animal skull up there, great shades of gray on this fur. Chief Chirpa with gray fur and a brown hood, wonderful construction on this little staff. Next we have Low Gray, great detail on his hood, another animal skull there is kind of a hat, dark brown coloring, and then he has light tan coloring and a cool little construction on his staff. Moving on from the Ewoks, we get two Scout Troopers. Wonderful job on their helmets, black pants, black arms, and cool detail along the back there, and they both come with those small blasters. Really cool minifigures. Two regular Stormtroopers with blasters. Cool detail on the front there. But these are a little bit older than the current Stormtroopers, so I think the design for these minifigures have evolved, but all in all, still really cool figures. And here's one of my favorite versions of Luke Skywalker. I love the printing on the front. The cool detail about that is how his tunic is halfway folded down. Some detail on the back. You know, we get the silver lightsaber hilt there, but I like the color of his hair. All in all, one of my favorite versions of Luke. And here is Princess Leia. She's got the really cool cloth skirt. You know, that's a piece of cloth. And the most notable feature about her is this hair piece. All of those buns kind of come down, and you can see it going down the back and also down the front there. Really cool figure. Here's Han Solo with the vest. And here is Chewbacca. And I gotta say, you know, compared to the newer incarnations of the Chewbacca minifigure, this guy looks pretty basic, but all in all, pretty cool little molded headpiece. You can see his bandolier on the back there too. Here's C-3PO with some great printing on his chest piece there. But you can see no extra printing on the legs or anything, but they do have the printing along the back. And here's R2-D2. You can see the dome is kind of a flat silver and kind of a bright blue on the printing there. R2's evolved a little bit since then too. Then we get two Rebel Troopers. Both have the same wonderful helmet, but you can see the different face pieces, but also different printing on the chest there. One with kind of a bandolier going across the front. And one guy has more of a tan torso, the other green, and just different belts and details going across. These guys are very cool too. I do have to say this is one of my favorite LEGO sets ever. Definitely has to be in the top 5 so far. Really a lot of challenges with the different techniques, different directions, using different slopes and different connection pieces to kind of give it the organic look of those tree trunks. You get a ton of minifigures, but just all of the little details that they put into creating these little scenes in the movie, and the great techniques they use to do that, the different shades of colors and the little details. You can really just kind of dig into this one and see all the different little nooks and crannies, and I really just appreciate that. The set is expensive. It runs about $250 here in the US, but as of April 2016, when I'm making this video, it's expected that this thing will retire any day now, especially with the new Hoth set coming out here at the end of the month. So I expect this thing to really go up in value once it disappears. So do yourself a favor and pick this one up if you can. Thanks for taking a look at a walk through the Ewok Village. Please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this set. Thumbs up this video. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Got some great videos on the way. Don't want you to miss out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.